The next KPI we're looking at is the return on ads spent, which is super helpful and which is also a number that most ad platforms, let's say Facebook, Google ads, TikTok ads, whatever, actually show you in order to tell you if you had a good ad or not. Return on ads spent is a bit like return on investment. This is more for investments overall. So it could be also a retail or offline campaign. It can be social media, influencer marketing, all of that. Ad spent is more used in actual paid ads, like these Google ads you can see when looking for something like dog food. We can have a look. Dog food. Then we see here sponsored. This is an ad, this is an ad, and this is an ad. And for all these ads, I can now check the return on advertising spent. So it shows the ratio between the ad spend and the resulting revenue. So for that, we really need a web shop to track our revenue, or in theory, this also works offline, but it's very, very hard to track. So let's say we're doing this online just to make it easier. And it just allows you to quickly check if you have a good outcome here or not, because you can compare this last number. Important note, revenue doesn't mean profit. Because if we spend, let's say, 100 euros on these ads and we get back 150, then the return on advertising spend is positive because we got more revenue than we spent, but it doesn't mean that we are profitable, because the cost for buying the products to resell them or for producing our products could be high, and then we would need to have a higher return on advertising spend to actually get profit. So this is about the revenue, okay? If you want to do this with profit, it's way harder to calculate because you have so many different numbers, like expenses for your employees, expenses for production, for marketing, for running costs like the web shop itself, and so on and so on. The formula is revenue divided by ad spend times 100 again. And our online shoe example again, let's say we generated 65,000 euros in revenue this month by only using Facebook ads. And on this Facebook ad campaign, we spent 23,000 euros. So we divide revenue divided by ad spend times 100 gives you a percentage of 282%, which is more than 100. So in theory, if we just want to have a positive revenue, it would be enough to get the same back. So 2 divided by 2, we make €2 profit and spend €2 in ads. This would be 100, so it would be break even. As soon as we make more than we spent, we have a positive revenue, and that is what we want here. We cannot tell by this number if we also make a profit, but it's quite likely with nearly double the money we got from the ads, or even more here, 282. That is a very, very good number here.